Hi everyone, welcome on board to the Cat Kings NMAT Daily. We are here back with Sneha talking with respect to our NMAT and the exam preparation strategy. I hope you guys have checked out the previous video, which is going to be helpful for all of you guys in your verbal section. So let's talk about now quant section, Sneha. Quants and DI of NMAT is so famous to be calculation intensive. So what was your approach to, the overall quant section?
Hi, ma'am. Thanks for having me here. So my approach for quants was basics. I made a formula book, which I very religiously followed.
Okay.
And all the formulae, whichever was new, and all the shortcuts, mostly shortcuts, like note it down, and it will come handy in future. And it all depends on learning the fractions, squares, percentages. So all that, if you have at the back of your mind, it gets really easy for solving these questions. And for DI, I used to solve 5 sets every day, DILR.
Okay.
And my preparation with DILR was just limited to those sets. Like every day is to learn a new type of set, and then work on it.
Okay, that's nice. That's a good piece of advice to practice every day for DILR and get your basics for quants done. Now in quants, like Sneha, we have a lot of modules. Like there is arithmetic, there is algebra, there is modern maths, or your PNC probability basically. Which one did you find as the toughest, and what was your priority, which to start preparation with?
Okay, so I would find the numbers and PNC and probability. These topics I would find it very tough. So when I start my preparation in the month of May, so I started with these topics. Like I solved from the book all these topics, and then after that I did the easier topics like algebra and time, distance, time, speed, distance, time and work, because most of them are very logical. And so it just happens with practice. And after completing my syllabus, I again went back to reading, to revising PNC probability again, because I felt there is something I was lacking.
Interesting. And guys, this is coming from an engineer. So, people who take it for granted कि engineer है तो सब quants आ ही जाएगा, and all the non-engineers keep getting that complex. So it's not like that. It's all about, your practice and how do you approach these kind of questions. So on the day of exams, Neha, what do you think, worked for you or helped you to crack the entire quant section?
On the day of exam, I followed ma'am's advice and followed it in the order of verbal, LR, and then quant. So that really helped me, because quant and ER, the most time consuming part of the paper. Like you need to, you can't just mark anything, and it will take time to solve a question. Like unlike verbal, if you know the answer, you know it.
Correct.
So I put the verbal part first, and quant came at the end. And that strategy really worked for me. Like my mind was running in the last section.
Lovely. That's so nice. I'm glad that the strategy helped you and finally make it to an MMS. I'm sure it's going to help the rest of them also. So, guys, any doubts, any questions which you all have with respect to strategy, preparation, feel free to drop in the comments and we shall take that up for you. Thank you so much, Sneha, for sharing your insights with us.
Thank you so much, ma'am. All the best, guys.